going on, everybody? We are back with another Injustice 2 Showcase Series video. This is a video series in which I look at all the epic gear sets of a specific character, look at all the individual epic pieces, and then I go into practice mode and do a quick demonstration of all their abilities. If you do enjoy the video, don't forget to hit that like button, and if you're new, subscribe. Have tons of epic gear sets. The rest of the showcase are going to be on the way soon, but first things first, man, let's get looking at these epic gear sets. I actually put together another, I guess, set that's not a set. Just out of his regular epic pieces, there are these pieces that all say Star City on there. I'm not exactly sure why they'd make all these pieces and not actually make them a set. But all 5 of these pieces do say Star City on there, so I guess this is what I would call, you know, his 2-piece set is called the Star City, but this is also called Star City 2 for me. So, but this is just another set, you know, there's not really a set. I think it looks good. I mean, Green Arrow stuff looks pretty good to me. Some of the chest pieces are a little boring, but all the rest of them look pretty good. But that's what the quote-unquote Star City, the second Star City set would look like. But his actual epic gear sets, the first one is called the Star City Folk Hero. This was the very first Green Arrow set I got, and I tell you, this set really helped when it came to putting together and getting other epic pieces. It includes head and the bow, just the 2-piece set. The 2 and the 3 can be put together, but they are 2 separate loadouts, just to give y'all some variety. Like I said, includes his head and his bow. His head and his bow. Sorry, but 2 out of 2 arms deal. 50% increased chance of gear dropped for characters other than Green Arrow to be of the higher rarity. So after the match, when that gear drops to the side, most of the time it is crap commons and crap rare. But if you have the Star City Folk Hero, 50% of the time those common and rares bump up to a higher rarity. And I tell you, doing Green Arrow hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of drops, about 33% of the time, about 1/3 of the time that you get a drop, from 30% to 33%, somewhere around there, you'll get an epic. So, you know, if you get 100 drops, between 30 and 35, you'll get an epic. 35 epic pieces. So that's absolutely amazing, man. This set helps so much. If you're a Green Arrow fan, man, play this thing, turn your bias off, and get you some epics. That's all I can say. But moving on, 3-piece set is called the Emerald Ranger. Like I said, this can be thrown in with the 2-piece. So this is actually torso, arms, and legs. Got the Arsenal shader on there. Do not like this chest piece, man. I actually don't even like the arms either. I don't know. To me, this set does not look very good. That's really all I could say about it. But if you like it, you know, all the more power to you. Just me, man. I don't like these arms, and I don't like this torso piece. So legs look good though. I like the blades on there. I like the knee pads and boots and stuff. That stuff looks good. The other pieces are just regular epic pieces thrown in there, so can't really say anything about those. 2 out of 3 Heroic Force, 20% extra damage to villains. 3 out of 3 Marksman, Green Arrows inflict 15% extra block damage. 20% extra on villains helps for the multiverse, but can't use that for player matches, so doesn't really help too much in there. But moving on, man. Let's get out of this set. We'll move on to the 4-piece. The rest of the sets don't look too bad though. But his 4-piece set is called Queen Space. Torso, arms, legs, and bow. Has the God shader on there. Again, the rest of the set, or the rest of the pieces, look good. I'm really not a fan of that chest piece, the one that looks like he's, I don't know, wears a bra or something. I really can't tell what it is. It just bothers me for some reason. But it has the God shader on there, or God alternate on there. The rest of the set looks good though. I like these arm pieces much better than the 3-piece because it has the 2 sides on there and the braces on the arms. Nothing really going on with the legs though. But check out what we get. Bonuses: 2 out of 4 Flawless Victory, 5% chance to get a regen token, and 4 out of 4 Lucky Draw. Arrows have a 3% chance to be unblockable. 3% chance, man. You better be flinging a lot of freaking arrows to to get it unblockable. But that's what his 4-piece set looks like. And then moving on to his very last set, the Nth Metal Archer. Man, I love this set. I think this set looks completely beast, man. He looks like a freaking badass. Love the head, the arms, the chest piece looks sick. The legs, I mean, everything about this set to me looks great. Check out what we get. 2 out of 5 bonus health of 150, 4 out of 5 perfect weapon. Green Arrow's arrow attacks have a 5% chance to critical hit for extra damage. And demolition, Green Arrow's exploding arrows inflict 15% more damage. So all of which you can use in player matches. Very useful bonuses. Very nice that they throw those in there that you can actually use. But that's what his 5-piece set looks like, man. His 5-piece set looks really good. I definitely love it. If the 2-piece looked like this, I'd be playing it much more. But I use the 2-piece just to get the extra gear. But let's look at all of the individual epic sets, or epic pieces, I mean. Starting with the head pieces first. We got the hats and the face masks and the mics and sunglasses. And I like the ones with the sunglasses and the ball cap on there. I think those look cool. This one with the one that looks sort of like the Nth Metal Archer one looks alright too. It's just he got the shades on there with the Nth Metal. Torso pieces. Like I said, I'm really not a fan of those ones that just look like he's wearing a strap, like a woman's bra or something. I just don't like that. But these look good. I like the ones that had that middle center piece in there. I think that looks awesome. Jumping over to the arm pieces now. I wish they would have had a set where he had his full sleeves on there. I think that would have been cool to make a set like that. But we got full sleeves, no sleeves, different shoulder pads, different arm guards. He got some bracelets around his biceps. And then last one. Leg pieces now. Don't have too many unique pieces for Green Arrow. I mean, he's one of my lowest, I think, characters. Besides for his bow. He got quite a few bows, but the rest of the pieces, I don't have too many of them. I'm not sure how many he actually has. I'd like to get a list put together to kind of list out all of the different names of the epic pieces. Kind of compare it with other people, like add it, see what kind of all of the pieces we can come up with. Those are the legs. I think those Emerald Ranger ones, at least on the legs, look really good. I wish the rest of that Emerald Ranger set looked as good. And then the last one, the bow. Has a lot of good looking bows, man. I like the designs of the bows. It has the axes on there, and I wish he had a different little pouch in the back though. His quiver. I wish they'd do some design changes with that one. That'd be kind of cool. That looks kind of plain. Looks like a little kid's bow. That one looks good. I like the Queen Space bow. Nth Metal bow looks good too. Again, it looks like a little kid's bow. Alright, well that's going to do it for all of Green Arrow's individual epic pieces. We are going to jump over into practice mode and check out all the abilities. First ability, Distracting Shot. Green Arrow fires an exploding smoke-tipped arrow at the ground, distracting opponents. Meter Burning fires a second arrow. So I guess not really distracting. I mean, it hits them and it causes damage, kind of makes them unbalanced. Replaces the Savage Blast. Meter Burn it, you throw in an extra smoke arrow, I guess, or an extra cloud to give extra damage to. Smoke Arrow, Green Arrow disappears in a cloud of smoke from a trick arrow fired at his feet reappears above and behind the opponent. This adds the ability for smoke arrow. You have to use this on the ground. Nothing to do with meter burning or anything, just do it. You can be however far you want to be away from your opponent and still use it and jump up behind him. Seem to be quite a few frames though in between from the time when you land and from the time when you can actually do a move, so be a little careful with that. It definitely looks like you could get punished for doing this. The Bola arrow, green arrow, can meter burn any arrow from fully loaded to fire a Bola arrow that stuns his opponent. So you shoot the little Bola arrow, ties him up. Man, bad thing about this one, it replaces the boxing glove arrow and it requires both ability slots. So really all it does is, get a little damage, but it holds them in place for a few seconds. It's just like ice arrow would do. I really don't see any reason why anybody would ever use the Bola arrow, especially since it takes both ability slots and replaces the boxing glove arrow. I mean, the boxing glove arrow is pretty cool and you still got the freeze, so why not just use the freeze instead? Skybolt, green arrow fires an exploding arrow into the sky. Upon landing, the arrow explodes, damaging opponents. Meter burn fires 2 more arrows. So he shoots one straight up in the air. Meter burn throws 3 arrows in the air. This can be fired at 3 different distances, kind of like behind green arrow, then kind of middle screen, and then really far. When you do meter burn, spreads out the 3 arrows, which is cool, so kind of doesn't give the opponent the ability to dash forward or dash back or anything. It kind of hits them, so that's kind of neat. Evasive shock, meter burning green arrow's savage blast replaces the second arrow with an electric arrow that stuns the opponent on contact. So gotta meter burn this in order to use it. Meter burn the savage blast. So the first arrow is just a regular damaging arrow. The meter burn part of it is going to be the electric part of it. Second shot, kind of goes a little further. Doesn't really work very well when you're in the corner, as you can tell by some of my combo strings I'm trying to do. But first arrow will hit, second arrow never hits. So you got to be a little bit of ways away to be able to hit it. But that's going to do it for green arrow. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to hit that like button. Appreciate all the support from everybody, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. I am out. Peace.